So, maybe you're starting to realize just a little bit that the cops don't give a fuck. Dannika, I could have killed you 100 times. I could have killed my dad. I could have killed Shannon. Hell, I could have killed every single person who did me wrong. I've been across this country enough to do so. Somehow, magically, all these people are still alive. While you play victim and call me dangerous. With all due respect, you're the one on drugs. You're the one who played victim. You pretended like you were gonna help me. But when you stabbed me in the back, I definitely said something about it. And you know what? I'm gonna continue saying something about it. Till the day I die. Now, Miss Shelley is the real monster I'm after currently. To kill her? Hell no. Killing is wrong. Now you, when I threatened to kill the people who threatened to kill me, and threatened to kill the people who threatened to kill my family, you wanted to play victim. Pretend like I named you in specific. Well, there were very specific criteria of the people that I threatened. So in order for you to pretend like I threatened you in specific, you'd have to admit to those crimes. That was stupid of you, Dannika. You had other people do your dirty work so that you could wash your hands clean of it. There is no Jesus in you. You've proven this time and again. See, this is why I don't go to church. Because it's full of fakes like you. I doubt if you've ever even read the Bible. I have a lot of anxiety built up from the abuse that I endured. You could have put a stop to it. You, Dannika, could have kept your word. But no, you didn't care. You didn't. You didn't care that another human being had their life destroyed, and you could have done something about it. See, that's the thing about Alicia and Matty Boa. They could have come forward after Natalie died. Instead, they hid behind you. You did her dirty work for her. I'm never going to stop speaking out about you, Dannika. Not until you come forward and tell the truth. See, here's the thing. A protection order is just a piece of paper. That's all it is. It doesn't protect you from anyone. You know what protects you from me? My morality. Now you wanted to play victim, but Shelley's even worse. She pretended like she was going to help me up until the day that I had court with Ted Bollinger in there screaming at me. That was the day that Shannon Alvarado exposed Kara Johnson, aka Kara Miles. Oh hell yes, that pissed me off. So imagine my surprise when I went to tell Miss Shelley what was going on with that, and she had already blocked me. The police stole all of my evidence repeatedly, and I would love to show that to you. I tried to show it to you, but you didn't care. You already had an agenda, and that's obvious. You already decided my guilt, and that's obvious. You got lucky because the police would not look at any of the evidence. Police would not take a report from me. Police assaulted me for trying to make a fucking report repeatedly. Fuck you, Dannika. In order for me to respect you, you'd have to show me something worth respecting. So far what you've done is lie, 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 and lie. and use "in the name of Jesus" to justify it, which proves that you're lying. You know, that's the number one thing that people do when they're lying. That's the number one thing they do. This is how the CIA and FBI are able to target liars. Did you know that? You know what else they do? On their mom's life, on their daughter's life, on this person's life, on that person's life. Huh. Imagine that. I don't care about your life, Dannika. The things that happen to me and the things that happen to Miss Natalie, they're going to continue to happen to more people because you are too much of a coward to step forward. But really, I don't think it's cowardice. I think you planned it to begin with. I think Miss Shelley planned it to begin with. You hooked me up with Miss Shelley. You're the one who gave me her phone number, or gave her mine, rather. You were in cahoots with Cara Mia, a.k.a. Cara Rogers. So yeah, you guys all had a plan from the start. Now, while I was trying to show evidence in the only place that I could, you and your entire family, and I do consider you a Bollinger. Yeah, you and your entire family took part in slandering my name and playing victim. Your slander resulted in people harming me. And when I was trying to show that, you went out of your way to do everything in your power to destroy that evidence. You goddamn right I'm gonna speak out till the day I fucking die. You're a whore. You sold out your own children. You sold out Natalie's fucking life. You are a piece of shit, Dannika. Either that, or you were being fucked with by the same people who were fucking with me. I have evidence of them doing so. Well, not anymore. Didn't you get lucky a fucking lot? That's the thing. After Natalie died, I should have been put into protective custody. After the assault by Waylon Lolatai, I should have been put into protective custody. When you claimed that your friend was going to come help me, did she? She didn't call, she didn't write. You faked that whole thing. Did you bother telling the police that I spent all that time trying to help you find Natalie? Trying to help find her killer? Did you ever? No, you didn't. What you were as interested in doing is stringing me on and ignoring the violence that was happening to me. I was begging for your help to stop it. I was begging you to take a look. You betrayed my trust, and you betrayed your children. You know, I'm not the one that put y'all's children on the news. I'm not the one who put their names out there for the world to see. You did that. And then you tried to blame me. With all due respect, you wanted me to care about your children. I did. I care about the fact that Ted Bollinger is still free to do whatever the fuck he wants to your children. While you were pretending that I was violent, I was being assaulted by people over your lies, over your slander. Yours in specific, Dannika, but not just yours. When I tell people, hey, it's not just you, I mean it. Lots of people get pissed off and assume that I'm telling them they're a terrible person because they didn't keep their word. No, I'm frustrated because they're the 100th or 200th person to do so. A safe fucking environment. I can't function because I am overwhelmed. So the police did everything in their power to keep me overwhelmed, and you helped them. You claimed that you were going to help me. Miss Shelley claimed that she was going to help me, and neither of you did. And I understand that you type, well, if you use my name again, I'm not going to help you. Bitch, you hadn't helped me. You got in contact with me, and then you played victim. I had never threatened you. I had never threatened Shelley. And I had never threatened Alicia or Rose with anything other than taking them to court. But you had to play victim. You had to pretend that I was the bad guy, didn't you? You selfish whore. You sold out your own children. No, I have no respect for you. My mother did that. My father did that. My dad's got 2 kids. He sold them both out because he liked cocaine. Now, the things that I had to say were true. When you slandered my name, well, that's when it didn't matter what I said. It didn't. See, you proved to me that telling the truth would get me nowhere but punished. Natalie taught me the same thing. Alicia taught me the same thing. You are all whores. You're druggy whores, the worst kind. Your parent. You are a parent. Shelley is a parent. And what do? You choose drugs over your own kids. Your children aren't autistic. They're brain damaged from your drug use. I have no children. I've had sex twice in my entire life, and neither one of them was enjoyable. The first one was with Brianna Hernandez Cordona. She was 19 and I was 33, and she'd been after me since she was 15. I thought, you know, she's been after me this long. She's been telling me she's in love with me for years and years. Nobody else ever gave me an effort. Might as well. That lasted one night. The second time I had sex was 3 weeks ago with Rayanna. And I only fucked her because I didn't want her doing what it is that Lana Engeline had done. And Jamie Curtis, which is treat me like shit because I didn't fuck them. With Lana, I was crying about Miss Natalie, about the situation I was in, about the fact that nobody would fucking listen, and nobody has. In person, where it matters, not one person actually did so. Shannon Alvarado was too drunk. Miss Peaches was too busy playing video games. You never showed up. Miss Shelley never showed up. How many hundreds of empty promises did these people make? A lot. And when they didn't keep their word and it fucked me, I spoke out. And then they play victim. Well, maybe they should have kept their word. Maybe they should have thought about that. You, Dannika, you're a monster. If you're not a monster, then prove it. If you believe in God, then prove it. You know, I documented all of this shit that you guys did. I documented it. And guess what? That's what I was supposed to do. That's what I was told to do. Document it and take it to the police. The police wouldn't take it. They absolutely refused. And that's the difference between you and me. I was pegged as a rapist and a child molester and a murderer because I didn't want Natalie to fucking kill herself in Virginia, you stupid whore. Again, I will call you a whore 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. It don't matter. The fact is, you sold out the American Constitution. You sold out freedom of speech. You omitted evidence. You lied and slandered and coerced. And you coordinated with the police to obstruct justice. Fuck you, Dannika. Fuck you. Now, I haven't stopped speaking out a day since Natalie died. Not once. And I'm not going to. If I had been allowed an honest day in court, I wouldn't have to do these things. But you played victim. You pretended like I threatened you and your children. What the fuck did your children have to do with any of this? How about Shelly? What the fuck did her children have to do with any of this? You're a piece of shit, Dannika. Now, that Dalton Crawford feller promised me that he would kill me if I ever came to Virginia. I am in Virginia now. Dalton Crawford, come play. Dalton Crawford, put your money where your mouth is. I said I would speak out until the day I die. Come on, Dalton, come play. And Dannika, why don't you get back to sucking on a meth pipe, you stupid whore?